Welcome into the broadcast booth, and thank you for joining us. Ryan Cantlin here on the call here at the Keating Sports Center as we are just minutes away from opening night action here for Illinois Tech men's volleyball as they get set to take on the North Central College Cardinals, who are ranked number 18th in the preseason poll. Both teams getting underway with their first action here tonight. These two teams matched up against each other last January on the 23rd. Illinois Tech was defeated 3-2. They lost that match 21-25, 25-22, 25-22, 25-27, 11-15. So some revenge looking to take place here tonight in the Keating Center. We will join in with our PA announcer for some announcements, the starting lineups, and the national anthem as we get ready to get this match underway. with that, we are about ready to get this season underway for Illinois Tech men's volleyball. Their opponent here tonight, the North Central Cardinals, coming off of a 15-7 year, 7-3 in conference. They were defeated in the first round of the CCIW tournament by Loras College. They were number 11 ranked at the time. Illinois Tech on the other side, 11-17 on the year a year ago, 6-6 in the Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference. That was good enough to get them into the tournament where they defeated at Aurora, the number 1 seed of that tournament. Both teams in their final pregame huddle, adding a little energy to the building here at the Keating Center tonight, and we are ready to go and start this 2026 men's volleyball campaign. North Central wearing all red with the black stripe down the side. On your vantage point to the left here to start in set number 1. Illinois Tech on the other side featuring these new black uniforms with part of the skyline and buildings down the side of it. It'll be North Central to put the ball into play here, and the 2026 campaign is underway. Good save there on the North Central side. Illinois Tech going to have another swing at it. Blocked at the net there, and down in North Central will take the 1-0 advantage. That was Tyson Hofchild on the swing on the Illinois Tech side. His first swing as a college athlete, first year outside hitter for the Scarlet Hawks in the starting lineup tonight. That ball is going to go right over my head off a nice service by North Central, and they'll take the 2-0 advantage. P.J. Vaughn, junior out of Plainfield, Illinois, back at the service line. This one goes long, and Illinois Tech on the board for the first time this season off the service air. We'll send Elijah Johnson to the service line for the Scarlet Hawks. He was their leader in assists a year ago with 635. Zachary Boss couldn't dig that one out of there. And North Central back to the service line. Be Elijah Landros to the service line for the first time in his college career. Serve to the middle of the court. Swing from behind the 10-foot line and down. Kill will go to Maximo Dowling, number 2 in kills for Illinois Tech a year ago. He's the top returner on that stat as Riley Late graduated after last season. Dowling with another swing off the block and down. 2 quick kills for Dowling, and Illinois Tech has tied things up at 3. Fought for at the net there. North Central have another swing at it. Tapping. It's down and just outside the touchline, and the point will go to the Cardinals. Connor Davis, senior out of Carmel, Indiana, gets the ball back into play. Set up once again to Dowling. That ball was going long, It was touched, and Illinois Tech with another chance here. Left-handed swing right there from Paul Henderson. Almost mishit it. Caught the Cardinals off guard. Goes down in the book as a solid kill. Jelani Kipmoto will have the service for the Scarlet Hawks. Floats it to the back line. Swung on there, blocked right back. It'll be a free ball back to the Scarlet Hawks as they set up the attack. Johnson setting up there. Cardinals now with the swing. And it just rolls over the top of the net as the Illinois Tech block didn't know where it deflected to. And it hits the floor. And the Cardinals maintain the advantage. Dowling going to have another swing here. Whiffed on it, and it comes up short. All of a sudden, Brennan Almorales back to the service line. Senior out of Downers Grove, Illinois. There's a lot of returners here for the Cardinals. Makes sense as given some recognition, up to 18th in the preseason poll. But it's Colton Farrell there in the middle of the net with the kill. Paul Henderson with the high feed and goes for strength. Got the strength, didn't get enough topspin on it. It sails long. There'll be a service there. Ball back in the hands of the Cardinals. And it'll go right back to Illinois Tech. So service errors on both sides. Little early season rust possibly here on opening night in the Keating Center. Dowling gets that over the net just barely. Swung on here by Landros off the block and down. Touch serve here to the middle. Johnson over on two and down. Smart play from the senior out of Fort Worth, Texas. Noticing that hole in the Cardinal defense in the middle. Faked the set, dropped it over on two for the Illinois Tech point. Colton Farrell got caught in between there after a little mishandle by the Cardinals, put them in not the best position for an optimal swing. They're able to convert on the point nonetheless. Powerful right-hand swing here. Ball right in front of the table here, and it'll be a free ball back to the Cardinals. And down. Jeffrey McCarron with the kill on the North Central side. Another one of those Cardinal seniors. This one out of Las Vegas, Nevada, out of Bishop Gorman High School. PJ Vaughn, the powerful serve handled by the Scarlet Hawks. And then down by Hashfield. That'll be his first collegiate kill. Tyson out of Littleton, Colorado. And he is now on the stat sheet as a college athlete. Johnson setting up here. Cross court and in. Kill goes to Paul Henderson on the left-handed swing. Pretty cross court delivery there. Illinois Tech back within one, 9-10 in the opening set of 2026. Swung on here, no touch. Illinois Tech has knotted things up at 10. Johnson will look to continue this service run. Dug out of here nicely. Hashfield off the block, handled by the Cardinals. This one rolls over the net and down. Not much the Scarlet Hawk defense can do there. Send Elijah Landros to the service line. Service deep into the Illinois Tech line. Fought for at the net, then back off the North Central player in the corner there. Ball back on the Illinois Tech side. It's Jeffrey McCarron who went for the tap over the net, had it tapped right back down into his head, and then out of play for the Scarlet Hawk point. Tap here denied by the block of Kitmoto and Dowling. And the Scarlet Hawks have their first lead of 2026 here in set number 1, 12-11 over the North Central Cardinals. Halfchild into the middle of the court. Driven to the floor. Connor Davis was set up beautifully there and had no problem delivering that ball to the floor. Illinois Tech player is looking over here at the bench at Coach Oswald, trying to figure out how we stop that moving forward. Service error from the Cardinals, right back, and Illinois Tech back with the lead. Floated serve to the 10-foot line. And then a little soft swing right to the back corner of the court. Finds the floor. We've continued to trade points just back and forth here in set number 1. Left-handed serve dug out of there by Hofchild. And then that is just long as the Cardinals take the lead right back. It's a powerful swing there by Paul Hernandez. Just a little too much gas on it. Handled in the middle and then miscommunication on the Scarlet Hawk side. Elijah Johnson wanted to come get it. Him and Dowling ended up both on a touch, and the ball redirected away, and North Central has a 2-point advantage. This time, Jansen will handle the ball. No team's had a real good swing on this point yet. Dowling's going to change that. So he's able to get that through the block and down. So quickly look inside the stat sheet here as they tend to some moisture on the floor. Scarlet Hawks hitting 278 right now. North Central at 286. Illinois Tech with 7 assists to North Central's 9. All those assists on the North Central side by P.J. Vaughn, the junior out of Plainfield, Illinois. Back into play here is the Cardinals swing. Denied by the Illinois Tech block. They'll try it again. Bad set. They can't get it over. And Illinois Tech climbs back to even here at 15. These two teams played a 5-set battle last January. Illinois Tech dropped set number 1, was able to win sets 2 and 3 before they dropped set 4 and 5. Fight for at the net, and it will go Illinois Tech's way. Head coach Kevin Kostra talking about that. It was a battle at the net, kind of a 50-50 ball over the net. Both players went up for it. Ball went to the Illinois Tech side, so most of the time that last touch is going to come from the side it came from. And that's what the call was there. And it's Illinois Tech point. They have the lead 16-15. And right out of that, head coach Kevin Kostra is going to take his first time out of set number 1. And we'll take a quick 30-second break here from the Keating Center. You are watching opening night action for Illinois Tech men's volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Paul Henderson about ready to put the ball back into play here. So Illinois Tech leads it by 1. That's been as far as they've been able to pull ahead so far in set number 1 in a back-and-forth affair. Swing there. Henderson is able to touch it. And Johnson is able to win that 50-50. Goes out, and this call goes the Illinois Tech way as well. It's a similar play to what we just saw on the last point. And that's exactly what head coach Kevin Kostra is saying to our official here on the near side. It was a little bit different and kind of hit it sideways, and they're saying it went off the fingertips of the block. And it's an Illinois Tech run now. They lead it by 2, 17-15. Big swing here, wide of the court. The ball will go back to the Cardinals. Jeffrey McCarron back to the service line for North Central. Henderson digs that one out. Hofschild from the 10-foot line just tapping over. Another tap, then right back to him. Johnson setting up Dowling. Cross court. Off the head and out of bounds. Illinois Tech back up by 2. Dowling will pick up his 4th kill of the set. Leads it on the Illinois Tech side. Tapping over. Handled. 50-50 ball at the net. Illinois Tech able to save it. Will put it safely over. Cardinals a chance to set up their attack. Swing on here, down to the floor. I think that was once again Elijah Landros, the first-year player out of Burbank, Illinois. He's a St. Lawrence grad, and he has 5 kills early on in this match. Cross court, down, just inside the sideline there. A pretty swing on there by Tyson Hofschild. Big point that keeps Illinois Tech up by 2 as we close in on the 20-point mark in set number 1 as that service goes into the net. Coach Oswald tried to get the timeout in. Didn't get it quite in before the ball was in play. Worked out in Illinois Tech's favor. That service goes long. Send Elijah Johnson back to the service line for the Scarlet Hawks. Exactly what they want here. Looking to extend the lead. Johnson's had a couple service runs already in set number 1. Tap over the net, but they're going to say that's going to be fault touched on the antenna, and it'll go back to Illinois Tech. They've extended the lead out to 3, the biggest they've had all set. Johnson goes for it all and just long. Landros at the service line for the Cardinals, and it's a big one. Off the net, but handled nicely. Kimoto, the tap into the block and down. And the Scarlet Hawks maintain the 3-point advantage here. 22-19 your score here in set number 1. And the second timeout will be called by North Central. 22-19 your score here inside the Keating Sports Center. We'll take a quick break and then rejoin the play for the conclusion of set number 1 here on opening night. You are watching here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Tyson Hoffschild at the service line here for the Scarlet Hawks. They look to put set number 1 away here on opening night. Left-hand swing there by Brandon Almorales. Powerful to the floor. Gives the Cardinals the ball back. An opportunity to get within 1 here. Evan Page in here at the service line. Left-handed knuckleball serve. Kipmoto off the block. Illinois Tech will reload. Henderson tapping over. Cardinals with another chance now. And they convert and cut the lead back to 1. Evan Page, about the first time we called his name. The first year out of Grays Lake, Illinois. And that'll be Coach Mike Oswald with his first time out of the season after the 2 points. So it's 22-21 here inside the Keating Center now as we look into the stat sheet from set number 1. It's Elijah Landros leading the way on the kills for North Central with 5. Maximo Dowling on the Illinois Tech side with 4. Illinois Tech now hitting .310 in set number 1. North Central behind them at .233. Just 1 service ace in set number 1. That went on the Cardinals side. 4 errors on both sides on the service line. Evan Page back with the ball. Ready to get us back underway here. His Cardinals trail here in set number 1 by 1. Goes up with the left-hand knuckleball delivery once again. Johnson setting up Dowling. That ball's deflected right over my head for an Illinois Tech point. So Illinois Tech sets up exactly where I would go. Your most confident players with the most experience. Johnson, as we said, lead the way in assist. Add another one for him. Dowling, second in kills a year ago. The top returner on the Illinois Tech side. gets Illinois Tech back up by 2. They're going to have a swing here. Henderson left-hand swing off the block, deflected and down. That'll bring up set point for the Scarlet Hawks, and they're going to have a couple of them. 24-21 your score as Jelani Kipmoto toes the service line. His right-hand serve knuckles in there. Dug out there nicely by Johnson. Kipmoto to Henderson off the block. And it was blocked very nicely by the Cardinals. Get this first set back within 2. But Brennan Almorales at the service line, where he's going to need at least 2 points to keep this set from going the Scarlet Hawk way. His left-hand serve into Dowling to Johnson, back to Dowling. He goes off the block and back down. Back-to-back big blocks by the Cardinals have this game at 24-23 now. It's a huge reaction by the 2 blockers, P.J. Vaughn and Chris McTowell on the Cardinal side after the big block there. Johnson going to feed Dowling again. The tap, and it's eventually going to hit the floor. So some finesse got it done here in set number 1. The Scarlet Hawks are victorious, 25-23 in game number 1. We will flip sides and get ready for set number 2. We'll go over the stats right before the first ball gets into play here in set number 2. Scarlet Hawks lead it 1-0 after the 25-23 victory in game number 1. We'll be right back here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Welcome back in to the Keating Sports Center. We quickly look over the stats of set number 1. So Linesville Landros leading the way on the Cardinals side. As we talked about, he's got 5 kills thus far on 9 attempts. He's swinging at a 5.56 percentage. On that Illinois Tech side, Maximo Dowling added that final kill of the set. He's got 6 on 11 chances does have the 2 errors. He is hitting at a percentage of a .364. Illinois Tech swinging as a team .294 on the percentage to the .219 on the North Central side. Elijah Johnson. Good service there and a good handle by North Central. Johnson will set up on the other side. Hochschild dug out there nicely. One of the longer points we've seen all night thus far to open up set number 2. Henderson swing, handled. This goes off the block. Now by far the longest point we've seen here tonight. A mishandle, but a really nice play to keep that ball in play and then dug out of there beautifully by Buss. And then no touch on the swing there. It'll be North Central, the opening point. Very well played point on both sides. Good saves, good digs, good swings. Eventually, the Cardinals come out with the opening point of set number 2. A service error now. We saw quite a few of those in set number 1, a lot of them early. Both teams with 5 service errors in the first set. As Hochschild serves this one delicately into play. Off the block here, back to Hochschild. Johnson now, Kimoto, handled by the Cardinals. They'll have a chance to swing for the point. Blocked on the Illinois Tech side, right back to the Cardinals. This one off the block. Johnson able to run underneath it. Dowling with a chance. No good here. Another block. And what will end up being a net violation on the Cardinals as the ball will remain with Illinois Tech. Just joining us, Illinois Tech took set number 1 by a score of 25-23. And they have the 1-0 advantage as the Cardinals tie things up here in set number 2 at 2. Service into the middle. Johnson able to handle. Got it to Kimoto, who's dug out of there by Jonathan Brown. And then it was a back foot kick that actually kept the ball off the floor. Just shot it straight into the crowd, straight towards the camera. It was a fancy piece of footwork. Scramble here. Johnson's able to dive and get it back over the net. And then the swing on from El Morales goes into the net. A phenomenal effort by Elijah Johnson saves the point for the Scarlet Hawks and gets them to a 4-2 lead. Tapped over here. Dowling goes down with it. And Illinois Tech on a run. Now lead it 5-2. Right into the block. Henderson and Farrell team up, redirect that ball right to the floor, and a quick timeout on the North Central side. 6-2 your score here in set number 2. Illinois Tech leads it 1-0. You are watching opening night action here for men's volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Kimoto back to the line, gets back into play here. Scarlet Hawks lead things 6-2. Swung on, Kimoto kept it up, but it redirects to the floor. Connor Davis to the service line for North Central. Floated serve to the middle. Johnson back to Henderson. Driven to the floor with the left hand. Elijah Johnson looking like he's got eyes in the back of his head, setting that ball back over his head, and Henderson running straight down the court and driving it to the floor. Sends him to the service line. Great dig out of there by Boss. Tapped over. Henderson handles. Johnson. Dowling. Cardinals with a swing now. Blocked. Right back to him. They're going to try it again. Same side. Same result. Third time they'll try the other side. Still the same result. Tap there. This one's going to go over the scores table. It'll be Illinois Tech point. It was a phenomenal effort by Jeffrey McCarron. He went flying over the scores table to try to keep that ball in play. But how about that Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawk blocking duo all around the front line? Everybody got a piece. About 3 or 4 consecutive swings by the Cardinals were just sent right back from where they came. Henderson back into play here. Dug out this time, and it's going to fall on the wrong side of the sideline, and the Cardinals will have the opportunity to have the ball back at the service line here. Eight to 4 your score. Al Morales going to get us back into play. I think we have what was the wrong server serving. So there's a quick discussion here at the table before that ball went back into play, and then a quick whistle. We're cleaning it up here at the scorers table currently. Discussion continues here at the service, or at the scorers table here, about who was supposed to be serving. Coach Kevin Kustra waiting patiently, and now is going to get an explanation here. So discussion continues right here in front of the scores table, in front of me. Discussion kind of was on the basis of who's supposed to be serving. I think a substitution wasn't tracked here at the scores table. It also wasn't tracked by a referee right in front of the scores table. Now our referee is going to go talk to the other side to Coach Oswald. Now, final discussion here with Coach Kustra as they figure things out. The way it currently sits, Scarlet Hawks lead it 9-4 here in set number 2. They lead the match 1-0 as they won 25-23 in the opening set of their 2026 campaign. As I listen into the conversation, we're going to have a replay of the point, so we're going to take that point off the board. I think number 4 is supposed to be serving. They didn't have him in, so he's going to end up serving this right now. Now they're going to do a sub 12-4-4. So it's 8-4. Scarlet Hawks lead it. And we are about ready to get back into some volleyball action. It's opening night for everybody here. No harm, no foul. Just a little quick break in our action. We're about ready to get back underway. Illinois Tech came out a year ago, struggled in their opening 7 matches where they did not find a victory. They did face some very tough competition in that time, facing number 2 North New York University and these Cardinals, who were ranked 16 at the time when they took them on in Naperville. After that kind of unfortunate 0-7 start, we're able to kind of right the ship the rest of the way, where they went 11-10 the rest of the season. Illinois Tech trying to avoid that this year with a quick victory here tonight over the North Central Cardinals, who come in ranked number 18 in the country in the preseason poll. Now we're going to have, now on the headsets, we got both of our officials talking to each other, talking about what is going on here. Both coaches, I think, a little frustrated with how long this has been taking to clear up now. Players on the floor kind of, as you can see, just kind of sitting, standing, trying to move around a little bit, stay loose. Quick reminder for our viewers, we will be back in action here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network on Saturday. It'll be Edgewood University coming to town as they take on both women's basketball and men's basketball. Men coming off a win last night against the Concordia University Chicago Cougars in a road match. The women fell last night here on the Keating floor to the Cougars. We now have Paul Henderson doing the worm on the floor. We got people cheering. We got a nice opening night crowd here. You can't see most of that crowd as the bleachers just underneath the camera and behind me are about 80% full here tonight on opening night. So after our head official talked to the official in front of the scores table, we're going to have one more discussion here right in front of me with Coach Kustra. It's Coach Oswald and Coach Kelly giving some instructions to the Illinois Tech huddle on that side. And after all that, I think we're ready to play some volleyball, and I think the score is still 8-4. So 8-4 is our score. Scarlet Hawks lead it set number 2 here at the Keating Center. Evan Page, the freshman, gets us back into play. Johnson, the setup. They dig it out. Bad set and a free ball for the Scarlet Hawks. Johnson goes up and drives it to the floor. The second time today, kind of Elijah Johnson catching the defense off guard as they expect him to kind of set up the Illinois attack. He's gone over twice, and it's gotten to the floor both times. 9-4, now the Scarlet Hawks lead it. Dowling, strong service to the middle of the court, handled by the Cardinals, but it's going to be just set back over. Johnson setting up Farrell, doesn't get it down. Illinois Tech block, can't get a piece there. But it's a strong kill by the Cardinals side. As believed, it was Brendan Almorales with the kill, the senior out of Downers Grove, Illinois. And with that, Almorales will take the service. Henderson to Johnson to Farrell. He tapped, a little miscommunication on the Cardinals side. They had two guys go for it, and it ends up hitting the floor. Colton Farrell, the tallest player listed on the Illinois Tech roster at 6'7", out of San Diego, California, delivers the serve here. That was swung on behind the 10-foot line. Jelani Kipmoto got the block. It rolled across the net with some wicked spin on it. And the touch from the North Central player redirected about dead sideways at a 90-degree angle. Farrell off the top of the net, handled here by the Cardinals. Good swing, and this one will go off the block and just wide. Leads us to an 11-6 score now in set number 2. North Central hitting an even 0-0-0 on the percentage here in set number 2. They got 5 kills and 5 errors. Illinois Tech 5 kills, 1 error. And there's a service error from the Cardinals. That is their 6th service error already in set number 2. Illinois Tech with just 1. Off the block. Dowling does a nice job to save it. Hashfield on the other side, on the far side of the middle of the court. Be his 3rd kill of the match. Johnson with velocity there. It's to the top of the net. Battle won by the Cardinals. Johnson's going to end up saving it. And a free ball back to the Cardinals. They set up the offensive attack, cross court. Kill there for Elijah Landros. He adds to his total. That'll be kill number 7 for him. Almorales and McCarron, both with 4 for the Cardinals. Johnson had to save that one off a tough first touch by the Scarlet Hawks. And it's going to be a violation here by the Scarlet Hawks. Ball will remain with the Cardinals with the point. Johnson, Henderson taps over the block and down to the floor. Illinois Tech hasn't gone to that little tap much in this match. I can only really think of 2 real taps over, and it was that one and then the kill that ended set number 1 by Dowling. That was after 2 points where Illinois Tech was just completely rejected by the North Central blockers. Good kill here. Connor Davis had a little bit of time and space before the Illinois Tech blockers set it up. He was able to drive it to the backside of the floor. 14-9, now your score inside the Keating Center in set number 2. Illinois Tech leads things 1-0. Johnson, Haschchild, dug out nicely here. Set up to the net, and Haschchild's not able to dig that one out. So the Cardinals all of a sudden find a little bit of momentum, get this set back within 4 points. Good serve into the middle of the court here, handled nicely. Dowling hasn't had a swing in a while, and when he gets it, he does not miss often. Adds another kill to his total on the day. It'll be his 8th on 15 chances. Johnson wanted to think better of it, but he stuck out the left hand, got the touch. I think it was going just wide of the court. Elijah Landros at the service line for North Central. High feed, driven down. Dowling to Johnson to Henderson. Off the block, off another North Central player. And that rattles around the Keating Center for a Scarlet Hawk point. North Central with 1 timeout remaining here in set number 2. Henderson, left-hand serve, just long. Be the second service error on the Scarlet Hawks in the set. Evan Page put the ball in play here. His left hand, little float. Tapping here, Henderson, tapping over. It finds the floor. Coach Kustra upset with the formation Illinois Tech is in during those services. Saying they're in illegal positions. He hasn't gotten the call all set. Illinois Tech with the chance here. Set up by Johnson, down by Farrell. Illinois Tech leads it by 6, 18-12. North Central going to call a timeout and talk things over. Scarlet Hawks looking to go up 2-0 as they look to close out set number 2. You're watching Illinois Tech men's volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network here on YouTube. Back inside Keating Sports Center. Scarlet Hawks serve leads 18-12 over the North Central Cardinals, who took the trip east from Naperville, Illinois this evening. And it'll be the first service ace for the Scarlet Hawks season as Maximo Dowling goes down the near sideline for the ace. Scarlet Hawks now lead it by 7. Dowling tries the middle of the court here, handled by the Cardinals. Swung on and driven to the floor by Jeffrey McCarron. Henderson to Johnson to Dowling. Cardinals with a chance. Touch here, and it will be out of bounds. The Cardinals with back-to-back points cut the deficit down to 5. Johnson setting up Haschel this time, and he delivers it off the block and to the floor. Scarlet Hawks get the service back and lead things 20-14. Colton Farrell. North Central with a second chance blocked. Straight down, but it stayed on the Illinois Tech side of the net. To be North Central point. Big swing there and a great dig out there by North Central. Good reactions. Illinois Tech able to save it. Deliver the ball back to the Cardinals side. Over on 2 and then back over on 1. Blocked on the Illinois Tech side. Cardinals with another chance. Free ball back to the Scarlet Hawks. Dowling. Great dig out there. Another block. But this one deflects off the antenna. Kills the point, and the Cardinals win the lengthy point. Jeffrey McCarron back to the service line. His Cardinals trail by 4, 16-20. Illinois Tech has maintained the advantage almost the entirety of this set. Jelani Kitmodi out of nowhere. That's a great call from however they set that offensive attack up, as there was not a blocker in the area. As Kitmodi came from behind, got the set from Johnson, and it was an easy kill to the floor. This one's going to ricochet off the top of the ceiling and straight down to the middle of the court where nobody's home. Illinois Tech with another point. Now lead things right back up by 6. 22-16. Elijah Johnson looks to go on the service run to close out set number 2 and give Illinois Tech a chance to close it out in straight sets. Johnson strong to the back side of the court, handled by the Cardinals off the block. Johnson's able to get that one. And then a little miscommunication from Henderson and Dowling, who's going to just slap that ball back over the net. It'll hit the floor, give North Central the point. McTowell, soft service in there. Johnson to Haschel. Off the back line and down. Illinois Tech within 2 points of closing out set number 2. They lead almost all the statistical categories they want to be leading. They lead in the kills. They got less errors. They're hitting at a higher percentage. They got a few more assists as well. Johnson setting up Dowling. A little high as he just was able to tap that one over. Swing here. It'll get to the floor. Off the block, once again staying on that Illinois Tech side, and the Cardinals regain the service, trailing by 5. P.J. Vaughn puts us back into play. His serve off the top of the net, redirecting right back down. Illinois Tech just 1 point away from closing out set number 2. Service error is definitely a story here for North Central. Kitmoto. Illinois Tech going to have a chance. Henderson driven to the floor off the chest of Jonathan Brown, and the Scarlet Hawks take set number 2 here inside the Keating Sports Center on opening night. 2-0 They lead the match 25-23, 25-18. We'll flip sides and be ready to go in set number 3 here in a minute. You are watching opening night action of men's volleyball here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. As we get ready to start set number 3, we'll look inside the stat sheet to go over the leaders on both sides of the floor for their respective teams. On the North Central side, leading the way on the kills, Jeffrey McCarron still stuck on 6. Brandon Amarellis at 5 now. Neither one of them hitting at an incredibly high percentage. And just as I say that, it's Elijah Landros leading the way on the kills for North Central. He's got 11. He's hitting .478, so very efficient from him. As a team, they got 26 to the 30 on the Illinois Tech side. Maximo Dowling with 9 kills for the Scarlet Hawks, hitting .316. Other than that, Tyson Haschchild in his first collegiate action with 5 kills at a .286 percentage. Paul Henderson with 7 kills on 14 chances, 2 errors, .357 percentage. Illinois Tech hitting .329 as a team. North Central hitting .205. It's Elijah Johnson with 26 assists for the Scarlet Hawks, leading the way for either team. P.J. Vaughn with 24 for North Central. Service errors been a story of the day. 7 on the North Central side, 6 on the Illinois Tech side as we're quickly into play here. And the first point of set number 3 is going to go to North Central, just as it did in set number 1 and in set number 2. Ten attack errors for North Central to just the 7 of the Scarlet Hawks this far. Driven here. Gonna go get it. North Central now leads it 2-0 here in set number 3. Scarlet Hawks lead it, though, 2-0 in the match. Johnson setting up Hochschild. His tap is wide. Tried to go off the block, no touch. And North Central, with I believe their biggest lead at any point in the match, a 3-point advantage, and they lead at 3-0 here in the third set of play. This one almost to the ceiling. Hochschild, another swing. This one over the block and long, and it's now a 4-point advantage for the Cardinals of North Central. So nice service run here from P.J. Vaughn, the junior out of Plainfield, Illinois, to start this third set of action. Johnson, Hochschild for a third time. This one will get to the floor. Third time's the charm for him. And Illinois Tech back on the board. Elijah Johnson at the service line. He spent a lot of time there this evening. And that'll be an error on the North Central side. That swing goes right into the net. I want to thank our viewers, whether you're a Scarlet Hawk supporter or a North Central Cardinals supporter, for tuning in to this action here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network, as Elijah Johnson serves that one in the top portion of the net and sits right there and drops on the Illinois Tech side for a Cardinal point. Kimoto, the swing goes right into a strong block on the North Central side, and they have the advantage. That point quickly went up on the wrong side, and Coach Kustra quickly pointed it out. 6-2 the score. Cardinals lead it. Good strong service once again. Freshman Hochschild with a swing. No result, but blocked at the net by Hochschild and Kimoto. And the Scarlet Hawks back with the ball. Freshman back at the service line. Floating serve, just a step long. It's 2 service errors early here in set number 3 for the Scarlet Hawks. Something they were able to avoid a lot of in set number 2. Henderson tapping with the right hand. His offhand got it to the floor. Off the block and down. Kill there for Al Morales. Just about every time that they set up Al Morales right before he is due to serve. Johnson, Hochschild tapping over. Set was a little high for him. The swing here from North Central is redirected right back to him. This one driven to the floor into the lap of Elijah Johnson. He's able to get a touch on it, but redirected it right into the crowd. Jared Berggren with the kill. My mistake, Connor Davis on the kill for North Central. Henderson off the block and down. Scarlet Hawks have had a response of just about every time North Central gets a point. They've not allowed a lot of Cardinal runs. They've gone on just enough of them of their own to take the first 2 sets. Henderson, the left-hand swing to the floor. Untouched service ace for Paul Henderson. Cuts the lead back down to 3. This one handled by the Cardinals. They go over on 2 and down. Smart play there from P.J. Vaughn. Henderson behind the 10-foot line, dug out there nicely by North Central. Tapped over here. Johnson, Henderson again. This one off the block. Tapped over, handled by the Scarlet Hawks, but a double touch by Johnson. Johnson and Coach Mike Oswald arguing that was a block and not a set or on that first touch, but he gets called for 2 touches. Colin Farrell drives that to the floor. They get to answer with a point of their own right there. Send Maximo Dowling to the service line with the Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks trailing by 4. His right-hand serve into the middle of the net. Scarlet Hawks will be back in action next Tuesday when they have their road opener. They'll go take on Judson University in Elgin. That's a 7 o'clock start. Once again, that is January 20th, next Tuesday. Dowling continues the offensive attack for the Scarlet Hawks. Adds another kill to his total on the night. Continues to help the Scarlet Hawks maintain touch of the North Central Cardinals here in set number 3. Farrell taps it over on that serve. Kimoto got a piece of the block. Farrell's not able to get there off the redirect. The Cardinals right back up by 5 once again. P.J. Vaughn. Strong right-hand serve. Dug out there nicely, and a good kill there by the freshman Hochschild. It's a real nice first touch on the Scarlet Hawks side off of a strong service. He's able to put Elijah Johnson in a beautiful position to set up Tyson Hochschild for the kill. This one wide of the net. Wide of the sideline. It'll be a Scarlet Hawk point. Actually, it'll go to the North Central side, as I believe there's a touch on the net. So the Cardinals will get the service back in the point. They lead things here by 5, 14-9 your score in set number 3. Scarlet Hawks, though, lead things 2 sets to none. It's a quick Coach Mike Oswald timeout on the Illinois Tech side. We'll step away and take a break. You are watching Illinois Tech men's volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Ryan Cantlin back with you. We're ready to jump back into action here in set number 3. So 4-0 North Central run to start set number 3. They've built a lead. They've kind of continued to have the same lead. They're up by 5 at this point. Touch just over here. Scarlet Hawks with a chance. Kimoto goes for the tap. They're going to try it again. Henderson had it redirected right back into him and down. So now a 6-point advantage for the Cardinals. Into the net here. Service error. Illinois Tech looks to go on a run. Tyson Hashchild is the man at the service line. He's hoping to open his college career with a victory. And a good service run right now would do a lot of help for the Scarlet Hawks. And he's not going to be able to do that. He went for a tap. Kind of got caught in between of what he wanted to do. It'll be an error back to the Cardinal side. It'll go right back to the Scarlet Hawks side. So error. Jelani Kipmoto gets us into play. And a quick kill on the North Central side. They continue to maintain the advantage here in set number 3. Scarlet Hawks had a 3-1 advantage a year ago over North Central before they clawed their way back and winning set number 4 and set number 5. Scarlet Hawks built a 2-0 lead here, don't want to allow the comeback. Good dig out there and another kill for the Cardinals. Good defense that turned to offense for them right there. It's McCarron on the kill. Largest lead of the set for North Central, up to 7. Good serve, and they're going to have a chance. And they convert once again. Connor Davis. Momentum is definitely shift here in the third set as the North Central Cardinals have regained their footing. They're not struggling to put the ball away here in set number 3. Hitting .471 as a team right now. Dowling with no block in front of him. That is a dangerous ask when he puts it to the floor for the Scarlet Hawks. But as we're 10 kills for North Central here in set number 3. Just the 2 errors on 17 chances. Good for .471 hitting percentage. Scarlet Hawks, 7 kills on 3 errors on 18 chances, hitting .222 as another Cardinal kill right now. Big serve there, dug out nicely. Dowling off the block. Touched over on 2, then redirected down. 50-50 ball at the net. And Illinois Tech wins that one once again. Send Dowling back to the service line for the Scarlet Hawks. They trail by 7. There's a lot of different conversations happening right now. We got our official in front of the scores table talking to North Central coach Kustra. Head official kind of gave a quick whistle at Elijah Johnson right after that point. There was a discussion over here from our table side official to Coach Oswald before that point. And after all that, it's an Illinois Tech point, and they have the serve, trailing here by 7. Dowling. Service to the middle. Off the block and down once again. North Central has just been relentless on the offensive attack here in the third set, converting almost all of their opportunities. And that'll lead us into the second timeout from Coach Oswald in this third set. So we'll take a quick break. Scarlet Hawks trail things 13-21, but lead the match 2-0. You are watching Illinois Tech men's basketball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Both teams break the huddle, and we're about ready to get underway once again. Be the freshman Evan Page. Touching it back into play. Johnson setting up Farrell. He goes over the block. Great defense on the North Central side. Illinois Tech with another chance. Dowling the tip. They get to it this time, and they're able to save it. Johnson over on two. This one finds the floor. But North Central definitely looking almost like a different team here in set number 3. The defense and the offense both improving, or keeping balls up that found the floor earlier in the match, and they are converting a lot of offensive chances here in the third set of play. Farrell off the top of the net and is able to dig that one out. 50-50 ball at the net. Johnson wins it. And then a free ball back to the Scarlet Hawks. Kitmoto down to the floor. Big point out of the timeout. Back-to-back won by the Scarlet Hawks. And that'll bring us to a North Central timeout. We'll be right back here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Colton Farrell and the Scarlet Hawks looking to build on this run out of the timeout. It's served deep in the backside of the court, handled by North Central. Swung on and down. Farrell gave it a real good swing from the service line. It was handled nicely by North Central, and then a long set from the backside of the court all the way to the net and then driven to the floor. Johnson gets it up. Hauschild tipping. Mishandled by North Central there, and Illinois Tech gets the point, and they'll send Johnson to the service line. It's the man Coach Oswald would want there in this situation where they need a run. Hammered, passed, but touched. It'll go to North Central, so tipped off the block. Scarlet Hawks trail by 7 once again. Johnson, Halfchild, tipping. Wide of the net. It'll be 8 consecutive set points here for North Central upcoming if Illinois Tech wants to jump back into the set. Henderson tipping right back to him. They just touch it over. Cardinals with a chance to put away the set. Johnson says no for now. Dowling, tipping, can't get it to the floor yet. Tip back on the North Central side, and we're going to have a net violation on the Scarlet Hawks, and that'll do it for the third set of play. North Central was able to win set number 3 by a score of 25-16. It'll send us to the fourth set here at the Keating Center tonight on opening night of the 2026 season. Illinois Tech leads the match 2-1, but North Central has the momentum coming off the set win in the third set. We'll take a short break and then return for set number 4 here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Welcome back in, opening night here for men's volleyball as we once again turn our eyes to the stat sheet as we are getting ready to start set number 4. Set number 3 dominated by North Central. They hit 429 as a team, 15 kills on just 28 chances and 3 errors. Illinois Tech, 10 kills on the same 28 chances with 3 errors as well, hitting 250. It's Maximo Dowling continuing to lead the way in kills for the Scarlet Hawks with 11. Leader in kills for the match, however, is Elia Landros. He's got 16 now on 32 chances and just the 1 error. So He's hitting .469, doing a real nice job leading the offensive attack for the North Central Cardinals. We're into play. Elijah Johnson gets us underway, and he comes out with a massive dig there and then sets up Paul Henderson and dig right on the other way. Johnson sets up Dowling to the back line. It's deep. For the fourth straight set, North Central opens with the first point. Service error here from North Central. P.J. Vaughn, the service error, ties this game back up at 1 apiece in the very early stages of set number 4. Hauschild. As North Central goes off the block. Elijah Landros. We just talked about the leader in kills in the match, to the service line for North Central. Strong service to the back portion of the court. North Central with a chance here, and they convert once again. Brennan Almorales. It's a Benedictine transfer, so he's had plenty of experience in the Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference. Benedictine right in Lisle, Illinois, right next to Downers Grove. And then he just moved straight down the street over to North Central, just about 5 or 6 blocks away from Benedictine's campus. Service there goes long. Puts Illinois Tech back within a point. And Kimoto's service goes wide. So some service issues on both sides here early in set number 4. 4-2 is your score. Cardinals of North Central lead it. Johnson's going to run and get that ball, setting up Dowling, goes cross court, off the block, and then off the back line, and over the bench and into the ball cart. All that for 1 point for the Scarlet Hawks. Paul Henderson ready to put it back into play here. Left-hand serve, top spun, off the block here. It'll find the floor once again. There's Al Morales with the kill. Johnson setting up Dowling this time. It was touched near the back line. It would have been very close to the end line had that ball been let go. Nonetheless, it's an Illinois Tech point. Sends Dowling back to the line to serve it. It's been the starters out there for the Scarlet Hawks the entire time tonight. It'll be a Scarlet Hawk point once again right here, and they've tied things up. Similar feeling to set number 1 right now in the early stages here of set number 4. That set went back and forth for almost the whole first 15 points on both sides. No team was able to gain more than a really 1 or 2 point advantage. North Central had kind of the control of the lead before an Illinois Tech run evened it up and then got them ahead by 1 or 2, where they maintained for the rest of the set. Ended up taking set number 1 by a score of 25-23. Another service error by the Scarlet Hawks there, followed up by a service error on the North Central side. So errors galore at the service stripe here in the third set of play, or the fourth set of play. This one off the block. Give another kill to Elijah Landros. And you can hear the chants from the North Central side. The freshman out of Burbank, in his first college action, is making a name for himself already. From freshman to freshman is Evan Page. He's come in as the service specialist. Gets it into play. That block finds the end line. Landros was in on that as well. North Central continuing to ride that momentum that they found in set number 3. Now lead it 8-6 here in set number 4 as they look to push us to the distance here on opening night. But the freshman on the Illinois Tech side, Tyson Huffchild, has something to say about that. That was his probably best swing of his college career thus far. Drives it to the floor. Gets Illinois Tech back within 1. Send Elijah Johnson to the service line. The senior ready to go. This one dug out of there. Johnson's going to run it down to set up this freshman Huffchild again. He gets it to the floor off the block. So this time, Landros wasn't able to get it done. Just dug out of there nicely by Zachary Boss. Illinois Tech has tied it. Johnson put some extra juice into that one. He's going to be able to touch this one to Boss. And then it's going to be a net violation on North Central. As P.J. Vaughn kind of lost track of where he was. He backed up right into the net. Illinois Tech with the first lead in set number 4 now. Johnson, nice service here. And then the second touch by Vaughn is a bad one. Johnson's serve kind of set that up. Illinois Tech on a 4-point run, and North Central going to call a timeout. 10-8. Illinois Tech leads it in set number 4. They're looking to close it out. They lead the match 2-1. We'll be right back on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Elijah Johnson looking to continue the service run that he's on and helping the Scarlet Hawks to a 2-point advantage here in set number 4. Into the net. Save there. Kipmoto gets it over. North Central another opportunity from behind the 10-foot line here. Dug out of there nicely. Henderson the tap. It's down to the floor. Coach Oswald and the Scarlet Hawks fired up with that one. It's a beautiful play by Zachary Boss to dive in, slide that hand under the ball, just pop it up, saved it, and it turns into a big Illinois Tech point. Johnson continues the service run now. That one's tapped and it's long. It's now 6 straight points for the Scarlet Hawks. They've built out a 4-point edge. For a match that's kind of been back and forth most of the day, it's been usually 1 or 2 runs in each set that have kind of determined the result, and the Scarlet Hawks are on one right now. Swung on here and taking care of it is Elijah Landros. Very impressed by the freshman out of Burbank, Illinois today. He's been all over the floor. That's kill number 18 for him. He's hitting it over a .430 percentage. Just 1 error in his college debut. Illinois Tech, though, is going to get the ball right back. It's another service there, this one by P.J. Vaughn. He's had a few errors here in set number 4. That's something we just didn't see from the Cardinals in the third set. They played a lot of clean on all facets, serving, offense, and defense, as Henderson goes for the tap once again, and it's successful once again. He tapped it right into the block, and it came down. You can feel that momentum shifting right back to the Scarlet Hawks now. Crowd getting into it. Tyson Hoffchild serves this one into the net. Put Landros back to the line for North Central. 4-point Illinois Tech advantage. Johnson sets it up. It's a little strong, came over to the net. Henderson had no way to get that ball over. Cardinals cut the lead back down to 3. Another service error from North Central. Service errors early in this set kind of kept Illinois Tech in it when North Central was trying to kind of go on a run. They just couldn't really have a run because they kept giving the ball back. This one goes down to the floor as both teams kind of trade points. Soft serving here. Johnson able to set up Colin Farrell. No block was ready, and he's able to send that to the floor for an Illinois Tech point. And regain the lead back up to 4. Paul Henderson, left-hand serve, goes long. Be Brennan Elmorales for North Central here as they trail by 3, looking to go on a run to get back. Tied or ahead. Set up here behind the 10-foot line into the net. And it is going to go North Central's way. They're going to say it was blocked, and there was an Illinois Tech touch. 2-point lead for the Scarlet Hawks as that 4-point and 5-point lead has been erased quickly. Dowling the swing, at it redirected right back to him. Farrell this time, redirected again, back down to the floor. North Central going on a run. They're within 1. Coach Oswald wants a timeout. Illinois Tech still has the lead, but that momentum back shifting in the North Central side. 16-15 your score, set number 4. Scarlet Hawks lead it 2-1. We'll be right back on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. North Central looking to continue the run as they've climbed back into set number 4 here inside the Keating Sports Center on opening night for men's volleyball. Paul Henderson trying to have something to say about that. His swing dug out of there. Be a free ball back, though, for the Scarlet Hawks. Tapping over, and it's down. Johnson to Farrell was a little strong for him. His swing just off the fingertips. Hit a changeup, and it found the floor. Maximo Dowling, the service for the Scarlet Hawks. Safely into play. Down, but just wide. And it'll be an Illinois Tech point, and that lead jumps back up to 3. Both sides with 1 timeout remaining. Big point coming up here. Scarlet Hawks looking to extend the lead once again. Dug out nicely by Henderson. Hofschild. Good defense on both sides. And then the swing and the kill will go to Jeffrey McCarron off the Illinois Tech block. It's definitely a swinging point there. Big difference between 4 and 2. Jeffrey McCarron to the service line. North Central trails by 2. Illinois Tech trying to extend. They can't do it here as that swing is blocked right at the net. We're right back down to a 1-point game. It's been a very competitive match on both sides the entire way. Little small runs, nothing huge. Every single set, for the most part, has been highly contested. Johnson setting up Dowling. Dug out of there, but over the net once again. This one saved. Tapped over Henderson, now to Johnson. Dowling from behind the 10-foot line, off the block and down. Maximo Dowling has continued to be the answer for the Scarlet Hawks offensively. Maintains the Illinois Tech advantage, gets them a 2-point lead. Farrell to the line here for the Scarlet Hawks, trying to stretch it back to 3. He's not going to be able to do that as that serve driving right into the net. It'll be a service error. 19-18, your score. Service specialist Evan Page in for North Central. Left-hand floating serve. Over on 2. Dug out this time. The swing, it's blocked. North Central resetting. They're going to try it again in the same spot. And they get it done, and we got a tie game. Landros once again. He's trying to put North Central on his back on the offensive side of things. Dowling from behind the 10-foot line barely got it over the net. This one dug out. Hofschild trying again to tap. It goes wide. And there's a touch called on the Illinois Tech side. The point goes to North Central. They have the lead for the first time in a while in the set. 20-19, Illinois Tech upset with the call. Ball loose on the court. We're ready to go here. Page ready to serve it. Cardinals now lead by 1. Illinois Tech needs to find the answer once again. And this one just sails long. So a service error once again from North Central. We're tied up at 20. 20-20, set number 4. And guess who's at the service line for the Scarlet Hawks? It's Elijah Johnson. He's the one that carried the run early in the set. This serve gets the Scarlet Hawks a chance to set up the offense. Dowling dug out nicely. Block here, and it's down. And guess who? Elijah Landros. 21 kills for the freshman. North Central back up by 1. Serve here, dug out nicely by Henderson. He's going to get a chance to swing. Tapping. And then just set back over. Henderson again. This one off the block, and it's down. The Cardinals of North Central have a 2-point advantage. 22-20 as they look to do the comeback on the Scarlet Hawks, who were up 2-0 at one point. Now 2-1. Fourth set here in the Keating Sports Center in Chicago, Illinois. Big point for the Scarlet Hawks. It's going to just be free ball back over, but too strong. 23-20, your score now. Coach Oswald's going to take the timeout, talk it over. Illinois Tech needs a point and a run. They trail 23-20 here in set number 4. You are watching Illinois Tech men's volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. We're back here for the conclusion of set number 4. Opening night men's volleyball action here on the campus of Illinois Tech. North Central now with a 3-point advantage, their biggest lead of the set. Great serve and a great dig out there by Johnson. North Central going to have another opportunity to get up by 4. Now Henderson tapping, defended nicely. Tap there, and it's going to go down. Illinois Tech survives the point. 21-23 your score now. It'll be the freshman Tyson Hoffchild to the service line for the Scarlet Hawks. It's coming off the last time with a service error, and maybe we'll call that the announcer's jinx as that one goes in and that. It's going to be 3 set points for North Central here as they look to extend this match to the distance. Handled here. Dowling can't get it to the ground. Dug out nicely. Dowling again. This time it gets to the floor. 22-24. It'll be a North Central timeout as Illinois Tech is going to need 2 big serves out of senior Jelani Kipmoto. Senior out of Alpharetta, Georgia, will toe the service line with his Scarlet Hawks trailing 22-24 here in set number 4. We'll take a quick 30-second break and then rejoin the play here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. First substitution of the match for the Scarlet Hawks. Aaron Haney in for Kip Moto. He's going to toe the service line now for Illinois Tech. Left-hand serve, top spin. It's a good one, but handled by North Central. But it's blocked and driven to the floor. Illinois Tech with the point. It's 23-24. So they find the first of 2 points they need. It came off a very nice serve by Haney. It was handled by North Central. The swing attempt blocked at the net by Farrell and Dowling. And right back down to the North Central side. No timeouts remain for either side here in this set. Massive serve for the junior. Gets it into play. The swing, dug out of there. Handled, what a play. They're just going to have to give him a chance again. North Central with a second opportunity. This one will find the floor. Johnson got a piece of it once again. With the ball dropped to the floor, and North Central wins set number 4 by a score of 25-23. So the opening night match will go the distance. We will go to the 5th set. After this break, we'll have the quick coin toss to determine the side of play. It looks like we're going to maintain the sides we're on. So Illinois Tech going to work from south to north. North Central from north to south. It's been a very entertaining opening night match between these two teams. As we mentioned, North Central ranked number 18 in the country in the preseason poll coming into the night. Illinois Tech trying to rewrite the history of last year where North Central was able to come back on them. North Central took set number 1. Illinois Tech took sets number 2 and 3 a year ago before North Central was able to climb out of the 2-1 hole, winning sets 4 and 5. Illinois Tech tonight, 1 set 1 and 2. They dropped set 3 and 4, so it all comes down to the final set number 5 as we'll go to 15 here in the distance. We'll take a quick break and then have that 5th set here at the Keating Sports Center. Ryan Cantlin on the call here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. We'll be right back. Quick peek in on the stat sheet as we get set for the 5th set here tonight. Elijah Landros continues to lead the way in kills. He's got 21 of them in his college debut here on 48 attempts. Just 2 errors, hitting .396. As a team, North Central hitting .261. Illinois Tech side, Paul Henderson with 12 kills, Maximo Dowling with 15, Tyson Hatchfield with 11. Those are the leaders for the Scarlet Hawk side. They're hitting 267 as a team, so just a marginal difference between the two teams there. 52 kills for the Scarlet Hawks to the 54 North Central. 16 attack errors for Illinois Tech to 17 from North Central. North Central will get the ball in play here first. It's a little tapping serve. Johnson setting up Kipmoto. Dug out of there nicely. Cross-court attempt there by Landros is no good. And once again, I may have jinxed him. Just talked about he's been very good with the ball, limiting those errors. Comes up with one right there to the benefit of the Scarlet Hawks. Johnson drills that one into play, and then it's driven right back from where it came. Landros picks up the kill. Points to both sides here in set number 5. 2-2. Scarlet Hawks took the first two. North Central took the next two. And just a tap. That's Aaron Haney still on the floor. Right now, Colton Farrell out for the Scarlet Hawks as Haney's in. It's a nice save there by Johnson, giving Haney an opportunity. He just goes off the block and out of play. North Central responding right away. Johnson going to set up Dowling. Looked like it was off the head, but it bounced right up and playable for North Central. But then a mistake here. This one, Brendan Almorales couldn't hit the cut shot over. The Scarlet Hawks back ahead, 3-2. Definitely don't want to fall behind by more than one or two here in a fifth set. Shortened set to 15. Kipmoto. Back into play and then driven to the floor. Connor Davis. When he's gotten that swing in quick before those Scarlet Hawk blockers can get in a position, Illinois Tech has had no answer. Al Morales, left-handed serve to Dowling. Dowling gets it back, his swing. Not going to work here. Al Morales from deep just taps it over. Free ball up top. Boss going to set up Dowling. He goes off the block and down. Illinois Tech jumps back ahead. They don't want to give up this lead at any point. Aaron Haney back to the service line. Just into action in set number 4. Coming in for Kipmoto to serve. Now is in here and finds the back line for the service ace. So off the bench with a massive impact right here. Gets the Illinois Tech side a 2-point lead here in the fifth set. North Central. So Arguno is deep. This one will be. So one ace, one air. Illinois Tech up by 1. North Central at the service line with McCarron. Johnson sets up Dowling. His tap off the block and down on the Illinois Tech side. It stayed in play. We're back tied up at 5. Been a really, really competitive match for an opening night affair here at the Keating Sports Center. Both these teams doing everything they can to come out with a 1-0 record tonight. Illinois Tech going to get an opportunity. Nope, they don't even need the opportunity. Is that is going to be 4 touches on the North Central side, and they continue to lead it here in the fifth set. Dowling, right-hand serve, cross court, handled by North Central. Tapped over. Johnson setting up. Henderson tapping all over the place, and it'll just be set back over to the Illinois Tech side. Ball's going to give Henderson another chance. Goes right-hand tip this time. More tipping over. Another chance for Illinois Tech. Try it again. Farrell this time. He gets it to the floor, and Illinois Tech leads it by 2. It's a game of hot potato on the North Central side. Just tapping all over the place. The result is a 7-5 2-point lead for the Scarlet Hawks. Dowling serve, finds the middle of the court. Tapped over this time, and it gets to the floor as North Central cuts it down to 1. Evan Page back in to do the serving for North Central. And a 2-point swing in both directions. And now another 2-point swing. Illinois Tech, the 2-point run. North Central, the 2-point run. Illinois Tech, the 2-point run. And now the Cardinals respond with another 2-point run. We're back tied at 7. Johnson, this time, setting up Haney from the behind the line. And after all that, it's going to be North Central point. Coach Oswald is irate as the net continues to wiggle. He's talking about a net violation for North Central. Instead, the point is going to go to the Cardinals. Both teams going to switch sides here. 8-7 your score inside the Keating Sports Center. North Central trails it. The North Central serve as they lead it by 1. Set up here. North Central with an opportunity. They're going to have another opportunity to get one down. Tapping off the block of Johnson. Drops on the Illinois Tech side. Cardinals lead it 9-7. It's now a 4-point North Central run. They lead it 9-7. Page serves it in. Dowling from behind the 10-foot line, able to get it up. North Central with an opportunity to extend a 3. Blocked by Illinois Tech. Another opportunity, this one just long, and Illinois Tech cuts the deficit in half. 9-8 now the score. Colton Farrell to the service line for the Scarlet Hawks. They trail by 1 here in the final 5th set. Farrell's serve goes long. It's a service error. P.J. Vaughn back to the service line. He's had a little bit of struggles there. He's got at least 2 service errors on the day. Not here, though. Strong service to Boss. From the 10-foot line, off the body, back to him. Chance for North Central. They get it to the floor. They extend the lead up to 3, the largest lead of set number 5 on either side. And Coach Oswald's going to talk it over. North Central has the advantage and the momentum currently. We're going to take a step away. We'll rejoin the broadcast here in a second. You're watching Illinois Tech men's volleyball on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Back inside the Keating Sports Center. Illinois Tech 3-point deficit, 8-11 in the fifth set of action. Service. In this one, though, driven by the freshman, way out of play. Scarlet Hawk point. Lead back down to 2. Elijah Johnson to the service line for the Scarlet Hawks. Needs to go on a run. He's done it already in this match. Big serve to the middle of the court. That's off the antenna, and it's a Scarlet Hawk point. Lead down to 1. 10-11, and one quick timeout on the North Central side. So 2 quick points for the Scarlet Hawks out of the timeout. They got Elijah Johnson at the service line. After this short break, we'll be right back on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. About as good as you could ask for here inside the Keating Sports Center on opening night. North Central, after trailing 2-0, has brought it back even 2-2, and we are at 11-10. Illinois Tech, 1-point deficit here in set number 5 right now. These two teams have been about as evenly matched all day. Elijah Johnson gets us into play. Service here. He digs it out of there. It's going to be tough for the Scarlet Hawks to work there. Discussion here between the head official and Elijah Johnson. I think the point's going to go to the North Central side at the end of the day. That is what the call is. 12-10 is the score. 2-point advantage for the Cardinals. And they got their freshman offensive power, Elijah Landros, at the line. And he goes into the net. Service error on Landros. Lead back down to 1. Illinois Tech going to answer with experience. Paul Henderson, the senior left-hander, delivers the serve. His goes into the net. So errors on both sides. It's 13-11. North Central leads it. Chris Mechtal at the line. He just floats it into play. Set up. Kimoto can't get it to the floor. Set on over. Diving attempt and stop there. Dowling the tip. Answered by North Central. Another tip. Tip down. They got it back over. They're going to try it again. This one dug out. Dowling. Tapping. Must have point for both sides. And North Central finds it. It's a swing off the block that found the floor. Be an Illinois Tech timeout as they're going to face match point here. 14-11. They trail here in set number 5. We'll be right back on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network. Ryan Cantlin back with you here for the conclusion of this match, most likely. North Central with one timeout remaining. They are at match point 14-11. Illinois Tech is going to need 3 in a row here. Serve safely in. Dowling with a chance. Tapping right back to him. Try the other side. Off the block. Out of bounds. Illinois Tech finds the first point. Farrell coming back in for the first time all match. Raul Matos in for the Scarlet Hawks. He's going to do the serving. Before that, we're going to get a timeout from North Central. So similar to where we were in set number 4, Illinois Tech trailed that one 21-24, was able to get it all the way back to 23-24 before they failed to find that last point to put us in kind of a sudden death into set number 4. They're going to need 2 points here. They're going to ask Matos to come in and come up with 2 big serves off the bench here in set number 5. Once again, Illinois Tech led this match 2-0 before North Central was able to come back, winning set number 3 in fairly handily, and then 25-23 in set number 4. Elijah Landros has been the story of the night for the North Central side. He's now up to 24 kills, hitting .351. That's gone down a little bit here in the latter portion of the match. He's also got 10 digs as well and 2 assists. Not a bad college debut for him. Illinois Tech's attack has been a little bit more spread out between Dowling, Hochfield in his debut performance, and Paul Henderson. But we're ready as Matos gets this ball into play. Deep into the set. Dug out there by Henderson. Dowling with a chance. Off the block. North Central handles. They have a chance to kill it all. That's blocked. It is going to stay in. North Central with another swing. This one's blocked and down. North Central will escape with the victory here from the Keating Sports Center as they have taken the match in 5 sets. They win the 5th set 15-12. What was a very competitive match, your finals here tonight. North Central wins it 3-2 by a score of 23-25, 18-25, 25-16, 25-23, and 15-12. So similar story to what happened between these two clubs a year ago. Illinois Tech had the opportunity to close them out last year. They were up 2-1. Were not able to do so. Ended up dropping that 5th set 15-12. This year up 2-0. They dropped the set 3 and 4 and cannot take it in the 5th set. So Illinois Tech will open the year 0-1. North Central opens the year 1-0. However, Illinois Tech definitely can say they took North Central the distance here, a team that is ranked 18th in the country coming into the season. So, well, I'm sure Coach Oswald and the rest of the Illinois Tech men's volleyball team would have loved to come out of here with a win. I think there's plenty to build off of tonight's opening match. And they will be back in action January 20th. That's next Tuesday against Judson University. Then they will be back here at the Keating Center next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but the next one. That's January 24th. They'll take on Dordt University from Iowa. That's a 1 o'clock p.m. start here at the Keating Sports Center. We hope to have you back for that matchup. We also hope you join in this Saturday when men's basketball and women's basketball is in action. The women will start at 1 p.m., and the men will follow soon after that. That's scheduled for a 3:15 start. Both of those contests are against Edgewood University. Once again, Illinois Tech men's volleyball falls in the 5th set. They fall 3-2 over the North Central Cardinals. It has been a pleasure here on the broadcast. Once again, Ryan Cantlin signing off. Thank you for watching, and we hope you have a good night. Thank you for watching on the Illinois Tech Broadcast Network.